welcome back to Quest Sports Monthly. I'm your host, Peter Schuler, and we're here with wrestling today. Quest coach Joe Dansby in his 13th season led the Cougars to a pair of conference titles and was second in the state in 2003. His Cougars have never finished out of the state's top 20. We also have returning state qualifier Julian Purdy, second on the team last year with 22 wins, and he's back this year for his second season. Welcome, Julian and Joe, to Quest Sports Monthly. Julian, just start with you right off the bat. Huge freshman season, true freshman coming in there, 22 wins, state qualifier. What kind of your goal is set for this year now for that big freshman season?
Definitely going to try to place this year, going to state, maybe actually take the title. Last year I had a little bit of a hiccup trying to go down to 33s, so I ended up finishing out the season with 44s. So I think this year I'm going to try to go 33s again, so make the cut and actually see how I do. But so far I'm just going to try and work on going healthy until that season comes, that part of the season. So, and probably just going to go 41s till then. So
if you feel that your sophomore season you're a little bit more ready to make those cuts and be able to handle that without losing too much. Yeah, definitely going to actually really work hard. Last season felt like I wasn't ready for that cut, so, and it was my freshman year, so I thought maybe 41s, I'll just kind of ride it out and see how it happens. But definitely now that I see it, definitely need to make the cut next year, or this year actually. So. I think that's one of those things you see because being a true freshman, the success that you had, because coming in, you don't really know what to expect as a sophomore, second round, kind of get it a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. They way high caliber colleges, so yeah.
Now, Joe, how are things shaping up? You got Julian back. What's the rest of the team looking like for you?
To be competitive, I mean, we have a lot of good lightweights right now in the room. There's a lot of practice partners. Solid, I'd say, from our 184 weight class down, we're pretty solid. And in some weights, we have probably guys that might be multiply ranked from our school in the top 8. So
now, wrestling's kind of a very insular sport here in California. It's been shrinking, but now it's starting to grow a little bit more. What are some of the keys? There's so many good wrestlers out there. What are some of the keys of building a winning atmosphere in the room?
Wrestlers are wrestlers. I mean, they're used to being going against each other and being kind of enemies. And when you kind of get them all in one site, you kind of have to do some team bonding, and that's kind of what we're doing. We have some preseason training. That sometimes that team bonding is, we're hiking a mountain, but we're working out, we're sweating, but everybody's working to their best of their ability and having a common goal. I think that's huge for a lot of these kids coming all the way from different areas of California, for them actually to be working out with somebody that they're used to just only seeing once a month or once a week, and actually creating a bond and getting to know them as a person. I think that's huge for us. That's worked well.
Now this works for Julian in a couple ways, but the first one is as a sophomore coming in, we're bringing back. You see the freshmen coming in and struggling. What are some of the things that your experience can do to help with your teammates?
Definitely kind of breaks the ice when you try to talk to them more. A lot of the freshmen coming in, I know especially me, I didn't have anybody that I knew down here on the team, so I definitely know what it's like to be in their shoes. So try to talk to the new guys, try to make them feel at home, because that actually helped me definitely making new friends. And when you're more comfortable getting a workout partner, then it makes you better actually. So.
Now you do have somebody this year coming back down there from Grass Valley. But you have your brother on the team. Now I think he was listed as a little bit bigger. He's expecting to go 141, 149. You're thinking about going down. Is that on purpose, or is that just how things worked out?
Yeah, we're usually the same weight, but he agreed to go a weight class above me. Even though I don't know how it's going to go at the end of the season, but I think he's a little bit older now, so he's not too serious about the season, I guess. He just kind of wants to help me out usually and try it again, break out the old shoes. So, yeah.
That's a tough sport to get back into after a break.
Yeah, it is, definitely. He's feeling it right now, for sure.
So. Now, Joe, some of the things you're talking about, we talk about the state of wrestling, back as an Olympic sport. What's kind of the state, give me your state of the union for wrestling.
break it down in the smaller picture. California, I truly believe it's flourishing in the high schools. It's huge right now in the high school. That state tournament is a big deal. A lot of recruits all around the nation. So California is a hotbed for high school wrestling. And then going back to what you said, with the IOC, for
shocking everybody,
shocking the world, and making the statement that they weren't going to, wrestling was not going to be in the 220 or 2020 Olympics. That really rallied a lot of the wrestlers, not only in the state, not only in the nation, but all over the world together. And I think right now we're strong as ever. Passed the last vote just earlier this month to go in the 2020 Olympics, and we won that pretty unanimously, pretty huge vote. It wasn't really close. So right now, super strong. I mean, bringing people across nations, and countries together in one sport has been a big deal for us.
Now, one of the things, you got a lot of support from Meathead Movers and former Quest All Conference wrestler Aaron Steed. I saw a video that you guys put together.
Yes.
That helped out get the word out a lot more, I think, right?
Yeah, Aaron Steed over at Meathead Movers has been a fantastic supporter of wrestling, with any other sports around here too. But that definitely helped. That was run all across Facebook and streamed everywhere, and all kinds of the area wrestlers were in that video.
And of course, you have the Meathead Movers Wrestling Tournament coming up.
Oh yeah, can't forget that in October.
Now, with all this stuff coming on, and you see this wrestling has been having. What was the thing that brought you into wrestling?
Well, I started when I was 4 years old, so it was definitely kind of
not much of a choice.
No, yeah, it was a family thing. My dad brought me in, tried to toughen me up a little bit, and me and my brother have just been wrestling ever since, and it's kind of just been a lifestyle since then on. So, never thought about quitting. So. Yeah, I just, I haven't tried another sport, I wasn't really interested. I just kind of stuck to wrestling year round. And it's worked out pretty well so far. I still love the sport. So, yeah.
All right. Joe, you got your state qualifier back.
Yep.
Got a whole new group in the room. Yep. 30-second synopsis. What are we looking at this year?
30 seconds? Okay. Right now it's not about, what's happened. It's about what we're trying to do this year. And I truly believe we're top 5, and we need to start bringing home some hardware.
All right.
And for a long time.
Well, good luck this year, Julian. Joe, thank you for joining us here on Quest Sports Monthly. For Joe Dansby and Julian Purdy, Quest Sports Monthly, we'll be right back with Bob Mariucci, Quest Athletic Director.